It's a very interesting case. Federal prosecutors have filed a lawsuit to collect payouts on the life insurance policies taken out by the San Bernardino shooter, Syed Farook. The two policies are worth $275,000 total. His mother was named as the beneficiary. But under federal law, assets derived from terrorist activities against the United States are subject to forfeiture. Now, remember what happened. Last December, Farook and his wife killed 14 people and injured 22 others during a Christmas party in San Bernardino, California. So the question for the court, should the proceeds be reallocated to the victims of the shootings, or should they go to Syed Farook's mother? Joining me now is Mercedes Schlapp. Mercedes, it's always a pleasure. I'm going to tell you right off the bat where my views are, and I want you to tell me where I'm right or where I'm wrong. I don't think the government should punish the mother for the sins and the crimes of the son. What do you say? Wow, Judge, we disagree. I think when you I think when you look at that, the USA Patriot Act, it makes it very clear that in Section 806 of the law that it authorizes forfeiture of all the assets that would be belonging to anyone who's engaged in terrorism, even, okay, Judge, even if the defendant is dead. So they very well are in their right. The U.S. Attorney's Office is very well in its right to go after this $275,000. But is it right morally to punish the mother?
This is not about
let me finish. To punish the mother, an old immigrant woman who had absolutely nothing to do with the horrific crimes of her son.
Let's not forget about the victims who were innocently killed, who were murdered by these terrorists, and who deserve to have any sort of funds that they can obtain for their families. I'm sorry. I think that in this case, especially when it comes to this insurance money, the federal government is justified in going forward and attempting to sue and seize the insurance payments.
Suppose there are other proceeds to compensate the victims. Do you still want to take the money away from this creep's mother?
You know, I know you keep feeling very sorry about the mother, but I'm standing with the victims on this. I think at the end, this is very justifiable on the side of the U.S. Government. The fact that we've seen civil forfeiture, as we know, it is controversial. It has been used for thwarting criminal activities, for example, in the case of drug dealers. And I know the ACLU gets really nervous with this, but at the end of the day, the law is very clear. And the fact is that they can seize, federal government can seize all these assets, even if the defendant is dead. And again, it is very clear that they can go after this money and provide this money for those families who have suffered and lost loved ones because of this horrific terrorist attack.
You are a good sport for putting up with me on this. Always a pleasure, Mercedes.
Anytime.
Thanks for joining us. My best to your great husband.